We love Camp Basic, oh yes we do. We love Camp Basic, oh yes we do. When we're not camping, we're blue. Camp Basic, we love you.
Listen carefully in the skit. What did they see in the sky?
I know. I can tell you the whole story.
Well, we're going to tell the story in a minute here, but what did they see in the sky?
A rainbow.
A rainbow. So we're going to hear the Bible lesson this morning that tells us about the first time a rainbow appeared. And I'm going to need some campers to help me. Okay, I'll let you know when I need some helpers, okay?
Okay.
So, this is God's world after He made it. And after a number of years, there were lots and lots of people in the world. There was only one problem with most of those people. They didn't love God. That's not good, is it?
No.
They didn't love God. They didn't listen to God. There was only one family that loved God, that told God that they were sorry for their sins. I need some helpers up here to help me with this.
I will.
Come on up, come on up, come on up. Grab two of those people. Grab two of them and put them on there. People right there. People on that side.
Grab that what?
People all around.
Oh, on that.
Yep.
And amongst them,
Thank you all.
no
You
one.
guys can have your seat.
Okay.
So the one family that listened to God and obeyed His commands was a man by the name of Noah. You heard that in the skit, right?
Yes.
Noah and his family. And God said to Noah and his family, all those other people out there, I don't like what they're doing, so I'm going to drown them in a flood. But so that you and your family can be saved, Noah, I want you to build a great big boat called an ark. Somebody want to come up with the ark? Who hasn't helped me yet? John, come on up. See, there's a perfect spot for the ark right there, right? Okay? There we go. That boat doesn't look that big there, does it? You guys are going to get a chance later on to see how big the boat was. You all know how big a football field is.
Yes.
Okay? That boat was 1.5 football fields long.
Wow.
And we're going to show you.
We are measuring for the arc, so I'm going to start down here, and the arc goes in on, all the way down to Jordan. We're still stretching.
Ow! Stop smashing my finger.
Everything in the video.
I am.
Everything in the video.
This is incredible when you look at the.
Everything in the video. In the video. In the video. I think you do lots of pictures.
Yeah, I'm here to document how big the arc is, and we are still going on. It is. Well, we're trying to figure out. Yeah, I think we got it fairly measured. We're trying to get walking down to the end of the arc. Can you? And we're still So this is the length of Noah's Ark, roughly. And we're demonstrating with all our campers and counselors.
So God told Noah and his sons to build a boat. And then he told Noah, I want you to go out and get 2 of every animal and bring them in the boat. So after Noah got 2 of every animal on the boat, God shuts the door, and Noah and his family are in the boat, and it starts doing what? And it rained for
40 days to 40
Hey,
nights.
remember that number 40? We're going to talk about that a lot this week. It rained for 40
days and 40 nights.
40 nights. Okay, we got to get Noah and his family out of the way so they don't drown.
You know it.
The animals are all inside the ark. So it rains for 40 days and 40 nights, and all you've got is the ark out on the water.
Yeah.
Think about how much rain there would be if it rained for 40 days and 40 nights.
Lot.
So the boat just floated for a while. What generally helps dry up the rain? Sun and wind. Well, we're not there yet. Wait for that
Sun
one
and
more, okay?
Yeah.
So God sends sun and wind to dry up the rain, and eventually it happens.
A rainbow.
No, we're not there yet. You guys know the story way too well.
Not there yet.
Yeah,
Not there yet.
Eventually it happens that the ark comes to rest on dry ground. There's the ramp.
Oops.
And there's Noah. What do you think would be appropriate for Noah to say to God after God saved him and his family in the ark?
I don't know. Can you build an altar and thank God?
Well, 2 words. Say what to God?
Pray.
No, what did he say? When God does something nice, what did he say to him?
Thank you.
Thank you. So Noah wanted to say thank you to God. And the way they said thank you to God back in their time was they, first of all, built an altar. And then our fire builders know you have to have wood. And then you have to have fire. So Noah said thank you to God. And there's one last part of the story. You guys keep on trying to hop to the end of the story. What did God do to say to Noah that it was never going to flood like that again? What did he put in the sky? Everybody say it together with me.
A rainbow.
A rainbow, right?
Rainbow.
So think about that the next time you see a rainbow in the sky. Everybody thinks it's always pretty cool, but a rainbow is a reminder to us that God takes care of us, and He says, I am never, ever again going to send a flood that's going to destroy the entire world. So even though we see a lot of bad things happening, we see floods, we see earthquakes and those types of things, every time you see that rainbow, God's promise is, I'm never again going to send a flood to destroy the world.
Can everyone say puppets? Are you ready?
Puppets, are you ready?
I think they're ready.
We sure are.
I'm going to hand it over to the puppets so we can learn about our Bible lesson for today.
Okay.
Puppets, take it away.
Take it away, puppet.
Look, Dad, a rainbow. Sure enough it is. It's a bright one, too. Look at all those colors. Cool. Now I can sort of see the start of the second one. I've never seen that before. Yes, rainbows are really neat. And you don't see them too often. The conditions have to be just right. And you actually have to look to see one. Yeah, there has to be some sun and some rain, too. Right, Dad? That's right. Do you know who saw the first rainbow? Well, probably Adam, since he was the first man. Rainbows have always been around, haven't they? Actually, the first people to see a rainbow were Noah and his family. The Bible tells us that after their time in the ark, God put a rainbow in the sky as a promise to never flood the whole earth again. Oh, that's right. I guess I did know that. I just forgot. That's okay, Alex. When we look at a rainbow, we can see and remember that God never forgets. He always keeps his promises, no matter what. Like what promises, Dad? Well, like his promise to be with us, his promise to watch over us, and his promise to send Jesus? Exactly. And just like that, a rainbow happens only after a storm. There can be all kind of bad stuff that happens in our lives, storms we could say. But these storms never stop God from keeping his promise. Sometimes we can't see how he works in our lives until later. And then, when we look for his hand and his grace, then we can see it, his rainbows in our lives. That's neat, Dad. I'm going to keep looking for rainbows of God's promises kept.
Bye-bye. Back away you go.
I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a Pharisee. I don't want to be a Pharisee, 'cause they're not fair, you see. I don't want to be a Pharisee. I just want to be a sheep. I just want to be a sheep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a Sadducee. A Sadducee. I don't want to be a Sadducee. A Sadducee. 'Cause they're so sad, you see. I don't want to be a Sadducee. I just want to be a sheep. I just want to be a sheep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be a hypocrite. 'Cause they're not hip with it. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I just want to be a sheep. I just want to be a sheep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a heretic. I don't want to be a heretic. 'Cause they got heretics. I don't want to be a heretic. I just want to be a sheep. I just want to be a sheep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. I don't want to be from Babylon, I don't want to be from Babylon, 'cause they babble on and on and on and on and on. I don't want to be from Babylon, I just want to be a sheep. I just want to be a sheep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. And I want to be a Christian. And I want to be a Christian. 'Cause they have Christ within. And I want to be a Christian. And I want to be a sheep. I want to be a sheep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just want to be a sheep. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Look away beyond the blue. To the Lord, to the Lord, to remember me. To the Lord, to the Lord, to remember me. To the Lord, to the Lord, to remember me. Look away deep blue sea. Good night.